Hey there, my name's Nicole Lynn, and this is my channel where I talk about all things Disney. Duh. And welcome to Bippity Boppity Brew, where we grab a cup of coffee and every week I spill the Disney tea with you. So I'm super excited to bring you guys this brand new Saturday show where every week I will be meeting with you guys and we'll just, like I said, grab a nice cup of coffee, tea, whatever you're drinking, and we'll just share it and spill some Disney tea every single week. I am drinking decaf coffee, if you were wondering what I have in my fun Disney cup. I'll even give you guys a little close-up. It's just like a chalkboard, like cute little design that has Happiest Place on Earth, Once Upon a Time, super cute mug. And what I like about it is it's a really big mug. I like really big mugs because they hold a lot of coffee. Yeah, so as you guys can see, there's a lot of changes going on here on the channel. If you've been around for a while, you can see I have a brand new set behind me because we just moved. So you guys will have to tell me down in the comments what you think of the new set, if you guys like it. I hope it inspires you to like spice up your Disney home. I like having that little touch of magic when I come home. Super fun. And I will say that I have a lot of fun changes coming to the channel, so you guys will want to hang out till the end of the video because I will be telling you guys all about them, including the upcoming August giveaway that is coming your way here soon. So definitely hang out for that. But I wanted to dive right into this question, which is first and foremost, are the Disney park hours too short? So let's go ahead and get started. So like I mentioned, we're going to be talking about our Disney park hours too short, and I'm sure that most of you guys heard by now that starting September 8th that Disney is going to be shortening the park hours even more. Like, what? And some of you may not be too concerned about it. I honestly probably wouldn't be as concerned, but my family, we are actually leaving for our Disney vacation 3 weeks from today. I am so excited, guys, to go back to Disney. I've been missing it like crazy. And of course, our vacation is just gonna make that new mark for the shortened park hours. So we are gonna be arriving on September 12th, and the park hour shortage is starting to go through on September 8th. So we're like just making that cutoff. And you know, like a lot of you, I think my initial reaction was definitely like disappointment, because I don't know about you guys, I personally feel like the park hours are already very short. And I think that's understandable. Like, I'm not saying like, what do you mean Magic Kingdom's not open till 1 o'clock in the morning? And obviously it makes sense why there are no extra magic hours for resort guests, because literally pretty much everybody who's in the parks is a resort guest. And I understand that, hey, the world is still going through a pandemic right now. I'm not clueless to the fact that we are still facing a global, you know, worldwide issue right now. So I understand why the hours are what they are, but it is definitely a little concerning to see these hours shortening even more. And I think on top of that, the main thing being that the ticket price is not going down. The ticket price has stayed exactly the same. But we're seeing a lot of modifications to our Disney World vacations, including no character meet and greets. I know that there are a lot of character cavalcades going on. You guys have to let me know. Am I saying that word right? Is it cavalcade? I've heard it said a lot of different ways. So I say cavalcade. Let me know if I'm saying that right. But there's character cavalcades going around. There are no character meet and greets. There's no fireworks. There's no parades, because we have the cavalcades, which are kind of like spontaneous mini parades, like mini as in M-I-N-I, like not Minnie Mouse, although she is in some of the cavalcades. So yeah, so it's just that there's been a lot of modifications. And do you think it's okay for Disney to be charging the same amount for a park ticket when all these modifications are changing and now the park hours are getting shortened even more? And I do want to be clear that they are not getting significantly shorter. They are just shortening it basically by an hour. The only one that did not make any sense to me was that Epcot, I believe, was originally open till 9 p.m. and now they're changing it where the World Showcase is closing at 7 p.m. but the like Future World is staying open till 9 p.m. They were doing something weird like that, and I just kind of thought that was a really weird option, because I felt like if anything should stay open late in Epcot, it is the World Showcase, especially since like a lot of like drinking happens around Epcot, and that would be a better late night activity. So I thought that was a weird choice. Also, the fact that Future World is like 80% under construction right now. But I think that in general, Epcot, man, she's hurting, guys, because, you know, COVID hit right in the middle of like prime Epcot construction, and then, you know, the international program basically is suspended right now. So a lot of the cast members that worked back in the countries in the World Showcase, they're not even here. Like, they still are, you know, not at Epcot, and it's so sad. So I think she is hurting real bad right now, which my heart goes out to Epcot. Like, oh, that poor girl. So I have a feeling it has something to do with that. But yeah, it makes you really wonder, like, what is going on, Disney? Like, why are these hours getting short? So here is my reasons. Here is my theory, and again, this is a theory. I'm not confirming this as fact or news. Like, I'm just saying I have a feeling that the reason that the park hours are shortened are because of like A, B, and C. Here we go. I think the number one reason being that it is a cost saving, you know, thing for them to do. That was a really bad explanation, but obviously Disney lost a lot of money being closed during COVID, and I believe I heard it somewhere that they were losing like $30 million a day that they were closed. And I mean, guys, we were talking months that the parks were closed, and the reality is that the world is going through something it's never gone through before. Disney as a company is going through something it's never gone through before. So I think that they are just trying really hard to work and do the right thing for their guests, the right thing for their cast members, and just the right thing for their business, because at the end of the day, they are a business and they have to make business decisions. So I think what it comes down to is there's a lot of reasons why cutting park hours actually makes a lot of business sense for Disney to do that. So number one being that, from what I'm hearing, is that for the most part, the parks are pretty slow by the end of the day right now. Again, I haven't been to Disney since my program ended back in spring, back in March. Oh, that's so weird to think. Yeah, so what I'm hearing from a lot of Disney vloggers out there is that basically everything, like the last 2 hours the park is open, is walk on, because there's no park hopping right now. So basically everybody goes in, there's limited capacity. We're still sitting about like 30%. So everybody goes in, they do what they want to do, and they leave. And the last 2 hours is just everything is walk on. So Disney as a company, what they are seeing is, wow, we are paying all these cast members to staff these attractions when nobody's here to ride them. So they are just trying to be cost effective and cut the hours so that they are not paying cast members for work when they don't need to be paying cast members for the work. So that's, I'm assuming, a huge part of the reason. Number two being that they have this new reservation system. So I think from like evidence is showing that they are not filling up that 30% capacity in the parks every single day. I think the rare exception to that is Hollywood Studios, and that's because Hollywood Studios has a significantly lower park capacity than all the other 4 parks at Disney World. Like, I worked at Hollywood Studios, my last program, and I don't know what the park capacity is there. I do know though, if we had like a 40,000 person day, like it was absolutely packed and insane. And so whereas Magic Kingdom, like a 40,000 person day, like that's nothing. That's like a slow time. Like, yeah, that's not a lot of people in the Magic Kingdom. So it's just significantly different, where Hollywood Studios is the smallest park with the lowest capacity, and it just feels the most crowded. So they and also Hollywood Studios has all the new, like, fancy shiny new attractions going on right now, with Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway and Star Wars Galaxy's Edge going on over there. So everybody wants to be over at Hollywood Studios, and I think the rest of the parks are really hurting for guests. And I think that we're seeing a lot of crazy discounts going on right now, where like resort rooms are going for like 40% off. They've got like some really impressive Florida resident discounts where, like, if you go for 4 days in a row, you can get into the parks for like $49 a day. Like, that's crazy, guys. So normally when you're seeing things like that, we know that Disney is trying to fill up resorts, fill up parks, and I think that the numbers are just not what they want them to be, and they're running at a deficit at the end of the day, so they have to do money saving things, which includes shortening the park hours. So, you know, part of me is kind of like, ugh, you know, that is a super bummer, but my understanding is that you still are going to have plenty of time to do the things you need to do. The crowds are still going to be really low. And I mean, we're going for a week, so we're basically going into every single park twice except for Animal Kingdom, but Animal Kingdom is just kind of like a half-day park right now anyway, so I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong, I can understand why some people are frustrated that they are shortening the park hours, especially since that ticket price is staying firm, but at the end of the day, like I said, we're still going through a pandemic, and I don't know about you guys, I just personally kind of feel like I can forgive Disney for a lot right now, because they are just, I can't even imagine what them as a business is going through right now. So you guys will have to tell me in the comments, do you agree with me? Do you think that my thing is I lean toward attitude of gratitude, and the reality of it is that, you know, it wasn't even until last month that the parks were open again. So I'm just excited to be able to go and enjoy them again. And I know that it's going to be a limited experience. I know there are going to be things there that are closed. I'm still trying really hard to not freak out about the fact that Casey's Corner is closed and I can't get my mini corn dogs. Like, I'm trying to be okay with it, because at the end of the day, I'm still just grateful for the opportunity to go in and experience Disney World with my favorite people at my favorite place, and that's where I'm at. But you guys will have to tell me, what do you think? Do you think the park hours are ridiculously too short, that they should be making ticket prices cheaper? You guys will have to tell me what you think. So thanks for hanging out with me till the end of the video. So like I mentioned, that I have some fun new changes coming to the channel. Sorry, let that sip of my coffee be like a drum roll, like ooh. So I have decided to kind of be crazy, and I'm gonna be trying to post a video for you guys every single day. Yes, you heard that right, every single day. I would like for you guys to join me every single day with a new Disney video. So we're gonna try this out, because I have so many fun new ideas for you guys. But like I said, Saturday will be Bibbidi Boppity Brew, the Saturday show. Every single week we will just come together, sip on a nice cup of coffee, and have a nice discussion. And yeah, I'm a little crazy. I'm very aware of the fact, but I have so many fun ideas for you guys, and I can't help myself. I am just really thinking about you guys a lot these days, and just have a lot of fun, positive things to put in the world right now, at a time where there is not a lot of fun, positive things floating around. So yeah, I did want to mention, like, this is like a little wink wink. That was a terrible wink. I can't wink. Like, oh, that was so bad. I'm so sorry. Monday I will be posting a video announcing the August back to school giveaway. Yay! So definitely make sure you guys stop by on Monday to hear about how you can enter for that giveaway. But tomorrow I'm going to be relaunching Skipper Sunday, where every single Sunday I will be giving you guys stories about my experience working as a Jungle Cruise skipper, and tomorrow's video is going to be Jungle Cruise horror stories. So, or horror stories, yes, Jungle Cruise horror stories, where I tell you about the worst guest experiences I had working on the Jungle Cruise. So make sure you guys join me tomorrow. And speaking of tomorrow, remember that together we can create a big, bright, beautiful tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for joining, and I will see you tomorrow for Skipper Sunday. Bye, friends.